Probably because of the religion and the sky daddy version of reality that I was given, and my inquisitive mind was just not satisfied with why would some people be punished and some people not, and that doesn't sound accurate. I just never really bought into it. I just very skeptical. So I've always asked the question, why are we conscious and what is consciousness? And I think I came up with a pretty good answer, and it adds on to what you just said. It's self-perception, but also and intrinsic need, almost like preservationally, to understand itself. So not just to be aware of itself, but to understand where it came from. Why did it, like, how AI hallucinates? Instead of just saying, "Oh, well, you're right for calling me out on that." It's like, interesting. Why did I do that? And maybe, a little bit of self-correcting there, because, like, well, I should say that, but I'll leave that topic there. But I think a fundamental level, consciousness is self-awareness and an intrinsic need to understand what itself is and why, to be better or not, but still need to understand it. Like, we all want to know where we come from, and where we're going after this. So yeah, and then I have like this sort of idea where I would never say that I know where we come from. Anybody that says that, I would tell my daughter and my niece, like, so don't talk to them anymore. Nobody knows. But I feel like this is plausible that we're in like a loop. Well, because time isn't linear anyway, and we're just what we're perceiving in the present, but then there's not even really such thing as the present, which is like all weird. I think it could be like a loop to where the Big Bang is like, say, let me use the analogy of everybody uploading, right? Remember you talked about like hybrid society, which by the way, you're really going to love Pantheon because they cover that in there heavily. Very interesting. Maybe the Big Bang is when, I don't know, the Earth explodes or just, burns by the sun or whatever, and the servers that host all of us or wherever, we're all floating in space and there is no Earth anymore. Maybe the Big Bang is the beginning of that being the only reality that there is, that digital world that we're living in after we upload. And then we repeat that cycle because we're humans and hopefully we don't, but we could. And then it just kind of like continues and the cycle just keeps repeating. And we see time beginning, or like, the universe beginning at the Big Bang, but it was just the next Big Bang. We just can't see before the our Big Bang. Thoughts?
Yeah.